Ireland is a land of ancient history and cultural richness, and it's experienced quite a journey that resulted in its division into two separate entities, Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. But before we get into this video, make sure you're subscribed. It helps me a lot. Thank you. Okay, back to the video. Now, rewinding the tape of time, we find ourselves in the backdrop of British rule. Centuries of English influence from the Anglo-Norman invasion in the 12th century to the Act of Union in 1801, something that we'll talk about in just a few seconds, left a profound impact on Ireland. Cultural suppression, religious tension, and political turmoil laid the foundation for a growing sense of Irish nationalism. And in case you're wondering what the Act of Union exactly is, well, it's a legislation that brought together the Kingdom of Great Britain and the Kingdom of Ireland, creating the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The Act aimed to consolidate political and economic power, forging a unified nation under a single government. It sought to address the challenges of governance and to ensure stability within the British Isles. With the Act of Union, Ireland became an integral part of the broader British Empire, sharing its legal and constitutional framework. It established a unified parliament based in London, which oversaw legislation for both Great Britain and Ireland. But as you probably suspected, this act really only helped Great Britain. You see, moving on from that, the growing nationalism led to the Home Rule movement in the late 19th and early 20th century. It marked a turning point in Ireland's struggle for self-governance. While some advocated for complete independence, others sought a limited form of self-rule within the British Empire. And unfortunately, the coming years were not going to be pretty. The war, which unfolded from 1919 to 1921, marked a turning point in Ireland's struggle against British rule. It was a period of intense resistance as Irish nationalists sought to assert their right to independence and forge a new path for their nation. Led by passionate leaders such as Michael Collins and Eamon de Valera, Irish Republicans engaged in guerrilla warfare tactics, launching ambushes, raids, and acts of sabotage against British forces. The conflict was marked by a series of brutal incidents, reprisals, and counterinsurgency efforts by the British forces. The escalations of violence deepened the rift between Ireland and Britain, intensifying the desire for complete independence. At the end of the war, the parties signed the Anglo-Irish Treaty of 1921. Following years of intense negotiations, the Anglo-Irish Treaty was signed, bringing an end to the Irish War of Independence and shaping the destiny of Ireland. The treaty aimed to establish a framework for peace and chart a new course for the relationship between Ireland and Britain. The treaty provided for the creation of the Irish Free State, which comprised most of Ireland with a measure of self-governance, while Northern Ireland retained its place within the United Kingdom. The treaty was a compromise, presenting an opportunity for some level of independence while keeping Northern Ireland aligned with Britain. It again marked a turning point in Irish history. However, the terms of the treaty were met with controversy and divided opinions within Ireland. Some saw it as a stepping stone towards full independence, while others viewed it as a betrayal of the Republican cause. The treaty ignited heated debates and led to the Irish Civil War, pitting those in favor of the treaty, known as the pro-treaty forces, against those who believed it fell short of true independence. The consequences were profound, as a civil war tested the resilience of a nation yearning for unity and self-determination. This legacy of the Anglo-Irish Treaty remained a subject of debate, with its impact felt to this day. It paved the way for the establishment of the Republic of Ireland in 1949, while Northern Ireland remains an integral part of the United Kingdom. Today, the ongoing pursuits of peace and reconciliation continues to shape the shared future of both entities, with the Good Friday Agreement of 1998 serving as a testament to the complex journey towards understanding and cooperation.